Hey Caroline, how are you?
Are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Caroline. Nice to see you. And thank you for your time. I'm pretty sure it's pretty evening out there. And also, I want to wish you and your husband a belated happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
So yeah, one of the questions that always when I look at celebrities, and I was listening to you and Sergio talk on the stage. It was a lot of fun. You guys were very interesting to listen to. But what skills have been most beneficial for you and Sergio?
People skills.
Okay.
People and I was saying, I think your network is your net worth, isn't it? So just being able to speak to people and having confidence about what you're talking about and understanding that even if you're not the smartest person in the room, that you can still command the room and you can still meet people. And actually, I did a mastermind the other day with lots of different CEOs, and I really enjoyed it, much more than I actually thought I ever would, because everyone was swapping ideas and helping each other, and it was just so nice to meet like-minded, clever people, but in totally different industries from where we are, which is kind of how I felt even about JT's, right? Everybody in that room was particularly smart and the top of their game, but everyone was interested in everybody else, and it was nice.
Awesome. So that's the. And what did you do to develop it, or is this something that you already had? The people's getting to know them and things like that. Is that something that you cultivated over a period of time, or?
Well, I wonder whether it was boarding school because, if you're thrown into the deep end, right? I left at 6. So, and then you're sharing a room with 15 other people. You better learn to talk. And there's 300 or something people in school. So that's how you didn't know anyone, did you? So you've got to make friends and fast. And I think I just carried that on. I can find things to connect with anyone over. I genuinely start out very interested in everyone. It's only later that I might discover I don't quite like them.
Okay. Okay. So what has been your biggest fear, and have you been able to overcome it? And if yes, how?
I think two times. One was going on reality TV. I was absolutely petrified. I remember the day before it came out, like I just wanted to like the ground to eat me up, really. Because you just don't know. It's like it's you. It's like, people may not like you, and it's very scary, and you know that there's nothing you can do about it. And then I think raising my first big amount of money from, a fund, walking into that room and pitching yourself to, they're a $22 billion fund. So it's no joke. They're not your friends and they're not your family. So I think that was petrifying because obviously I needed the money too. So it's scary because you've got a whole load of people going, okay, you've got about 5 minutes. Um, yeah, and I overcame both of them. I raised the money and I'm still on TV.
Awesome. No, that's great thing because that's something that I try to do as well. In fact, I was in Dubai last November for the Middle Eastern Investor Expo,
Yes.
meeting with some high net worth individuals. It was pretty difficult to get time with any one of them, but then I did manage to get their contact information, which was great. But over a period of time, it's been just like they don't communicate. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the because of the time difference. Maybe I don't know. I've sent them
Are
emails.
they
I don't.
Arabs?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. Arabs are very difficult to do business with in the fact that if they don't want to answer you, they simply don't, and that's a given. Like you just get used to it. If you don't hear from them, that's a no.
Yeah.
Um, it's just they don't answer, like, because we in England, like if I don't want your business, I'll just say no.
Correct.
And I prefer that. Arabs don't do that. They just don't answer the question, or they just don't answer. I found it very weird to begin with. I was like, how rude. Nobody gets back to you. Um, but that's just the way they are, and it's just, yeah, it's cultural, I think. You can push a few times, and then if you don't hear anything back, that's all you can do, really. It's a very, very Arabic way. um, and it's not easy to come here and raise money because they kind of feel like they want their money to go where they are. So they kind of invest a lot in themselves and businesses here, and they always there's a standing joke that the money will never leave an Arab country. Um, but yeah, you just have to keep trying because it only takes one. Once you're off, then it starts, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. No, it was difficult, as you just mentioned. I even tried to get hold of like a law firm just to do a little bit of a background check on some of them, because some of them actually did give some soft commits, and it ended up becoming where none of some of these guys were not even legit. So I'd rather do my homework a little bit ahead of time on people before I,
Oh,
try to
you
get.
must hear because there's no extradition here. Um, and a lot of people come here to reinvent themselves and aren't who they say they are, and they don't really have ways of stopping that right now, because anyone can come here and set up a company, and a lot of people come here and run away from wherever, and then change their lives here. So you must, before you believe here, check out people. Absolutely. It's full of very, very, very colorful backgrounds. So you cannot take people at face value here. Absolutely not. And I've learned that the hard way.
So I know it must have been very daunting for you, giving only 5 minutes, and you had to make a pitch to all these people who had the money, and you needed the money. So what is it that you said that actually got their attention? Number one, and number two is like, what triggers their, like, because I'm pretty sure there would be a whole lot of others as well trying to get their money. So how did you make yourself like stand apart from the rest of them?
I mean, when you're selling a startup idea, right? It's just luck. They have to love the idea. They have to love the idea, and they have to believe that you're the one that's going to make it come to life. Because as we all know, once you've raised your first bit of money, the first 1 to 2 years is easy. You're normally you can do 50 on 50% on 50% or 50%. It never, it's quite easy to double your money, but then it begins to plateau. So you better be sure that you raise enough money in the beginning, and you've got to like sell the dream and sell the dream well. I don't know what made them listen to mine particularly. It was just mine was an online sort of luxury website, and at that time Net-a-Porter was doing very well, and they were looking for more things in that space because they were making a fortune. And so they saw that there was room for somebody like me. And so that but I had a lot of no's too, because I needed a lot of money. I think we needed, I think we were looking at about £7 or £8 million. It's not, it's no joke. So, just having a good idea and having passion, all that separates you from anybody else. And just luck. It's really luck. As I said, and just not giving up, because I had a few people that said no, and then I had people that said yes. And then once we were doing well, it was easy because everybody wrote to me.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much, Caroline, for all your wisdom and taking your time to speak with me. Greatly appreciate everything that you said, and I'll try to put that into action.
Lovely to meet you.